Design your SAP system on AWS using the system requirements outlined above. Complete the steps to set up your SAP system on AWS. Start by identifying the Amazon EC2 instance that provides the required 10,000 SAPS capacity for the first ERP application server. That's correct. M5 is a good general-purpose instance type. It is certified to support up to 11,269 SAPs. Next, select the storage for this instance. It requires 100 GB of local storage. Which Amazon EBS volume type do you choose? Correct. GP2 is a good starting point for SAP applications. In cases where you need more performance, you can convert to IO1. Moving on to file system storage, you need 30 GB of shared storage to support /SAPmnt. Your applications are Linux-based. What do you choose? Great job! Amazon EFS is a fully managed file system service for Linux-based applications. Once the Amazon EFS file system is created, you can mount it to all the SAP systems in the cluster. Set up one more file system for your transport directory /user/SAP/trans. It uses the Windows operating system. Which solution do you choose? Correct. FSX supports Windows. The SAP transport directory is normally shared between dev, QA, and prod systems. Depending on your VPC structure, you can share the file system across multiple VPCs. You are almost done with this instance. Check the AWS pricing calculator for the estimated monthly cost of this instance. What is your estimated monthly cost? Correct. With AWS, you pay for what you use, and you don't need to provision expensive hardware upfront. Congratulations! You've successfully designed the first instance for your SAP system on AWS. Continue to the next exercise to complete the remaining instances.
Second ERP application server. You did a great job in setting up that first instance. Let's take care of the second ERP application server. Which combination of Amazon EC2 instance and Amazon EBS volumes meets the requirements? General purpose type with 4 CPU, 16 GB RAM and 100 GB local storage. Great job! The M5. Extra large supports 4 CPU and 16 GB memory. GP2 is a good choice for SAP systems. In the last exercise, you created an Amazon EFS file system for /SAPmnt. Do you need to create a separate file system for this application server? That's right, /SAPmnt exists per SAP SID. It can be shared across instances and you don't need to create a new file system for this instance. Let's go to pricing. Check the simple monthly calculator for the estimated monthly cost of this instance. What is your estimated monthly cost? Great job! With AWS you pay for what you use, and you don't need to provision expensive hardware upfront. Congratulations! You've successfully designed the first instance for your SAP system on AWS. Continue to the next exercise to complete setting up the remaining database instance. We're almost done. You've done an excellent job designing the 2 ERP application servers for SAP. Now, let's take a look at the database server.
Your database system requires 8 CPU and 32 GB RAM. Which instance type do you choose? Great choice. The M5.2's large instance type meets the needs perfectly. Let's move on to block storage. You need 1 TB. What do you choose? Correct. GP2 is a good starting point for SAP systems. In cases where you need more performance, you can convert to IO1. You're doing great. 1 TB of storage provides about 3,000 IOPS. Assume that your IOPS requirement increases to 5,000. Which option provides additional storage performance, IOPS, while minimizing cost? Correct. You can adjust the storage size to meet the required IOPS, and this option is the least costly. Selecting IO1 is more costly, but it is reversible, in contrast to increasing storage size. We're on the finishing stretch, let's move to backup storage. What type of Amazon S3 storage will you choose? Retention period is 30 days and you do not need to access the data much. Good job! Now let's calculate the S3 storage size. You need a full weekly backup of 500 GB and daily archival storage of 50 GB. What is the monthly storage requirement? Correct, the calculation works out as follows: for 500 GB, weekly backups, plus 30 by 50 GB, daily logs. This corresponds to a total storage requirement of 2000 GB plus 1500 GB equals 3.5 terabytes. One final question, let's estimate the costs. Use the AWS Simple Monthly Calculator to estimate the monthly storage costs for 3.5 terabytes of data stored in the Amazon S3 and frequent access tier. Great job! Many SAP customers realize significant cost reductions for storage when they move to AWS.